Well, good afternoon, West Ham fans. David Moyes has just finished his press conference ahead of the Burnley game. Let's talk about it. So, as I said, the David Moyes press conference ahead of the Burnley game on Sunday has just finished, just concluded. A very short one, as they always are. No mention about the game last night either. It was just purely about Burnley and about West Ham moving forward rather than what happened yesterday. There we go. Apart from the team news. And that's what we'll start with. Usually, I have to wait for team news at the end, so you have to watch the whole thing. But I'm not like that. I'm not like that. You want to know the team news. You want to know what's happening. You want to know what's happening with Emerson. In terms of the team news, this is what we're saying. No updates. No updates. We'll have a check on Emerson after last night. Need to check how Naya Figuered is. And we will be without Maxwell Cornet as well for the game against Burnley. So Cornet definitely out. Emerson and Figuered are having checks to see if they are fit enough to play. And hopefully they will bloody play. It's probably worth saying that this is Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys as well. Again, did you point out at the beginning? Don't matter. Don't forget to check out leedsbrand.com for the latest news and reviews. Let's crack on. So, asked about, obviously, we go into a game now where we've got 3 home games in quick succession with Burnley, the second leg of the Freiburg game, and Aston Villa. He was asked specifically about how the home form has been so far this season, and said our home form in the main at home has been good. So hopefully we can keep it up to the end of the season. Home form will be important if we want to qualify for Europe. Not only if you want to qualify for Europe, if you want to stay in Europe as well, Mr. Moyes, as we will need a two-goal cushion going into the Freiburg game next Thursday. But he's reiterated his desire to qualify for Europe from the league, in same as last week as well, which is encouraging maybe in terms of our league form potentially, in terms of his emphasis. Asked about Calvin Phillips again. He's every bloody one of these. He's asked about Calvin Phillips. And he said, hopefully we can bring him along and get him back to where he was. He's a great boy to work with, and he's looking to get back to the form he had when with Leeds United. And I thought, actually, to be fair, he came on, did all right, and I'm a bit surprised him coming on because we just got 1-0 down, and you usually bring on a striker rather than a defensive midfielder. But anyway, I thought he did okay. You know, again, some nice passing. Wouldn't be surprised if you see him tonight on Sunday, to be honest. I think it needs to be freshened up a little bit. We've had the same 11, and same 11 have played in essence 3 games back to back now. I think Calvin could come in and maybe, I don't know. I'm a bit nervous about Alvarez at the moment because he'll get to, if he gets another booking or 2, I think it's 1 book. You've got to have a booking or 2. Then he'll miss 2 games because it'll be 10 bookings then, won't it? So a little bit concerned about that. But you do have someone like Calvin Phillips's, talent on the bench or to cover for an Alvarez, for example, if he gets suspended. So it's not the end of the world. But I would probably, we want all our best players available for next Sunday. Villa at home is going to be a massive game for West Ham. I think Burnley's massive for us as well, and we shouldn't. Bypass Burnley. And one question he was asked about was really about Vincent Kompany. There wasn't many questions about Burnley themselves, but about the manager. And he's very complimentary, saying he's done a really good job with what he's got. David has sympathy for a lot of managers. His team have played well in many games this season, and we need to be at our best to beat them. We scraped, was it 2-1 at Turf Moor, I think? So it's going to be a tough game, that's for sure. And asked about the form guide. How's our form going as well? In the last 16 Premier League games, we are 5th in the form table. So that shows we are doing quite well. But unfortunately, David, the season at the moment is 27 games, isn't it? Rather than the last 16. But which is quite impressive considering we haven't won until the Brentford game in the whole of 2024, which is some accolade there, David. Well done there. And then, obviously, we've got a bit. I was just talking to Mrs. Budden. We've got, I've got a lot of games coming up soon. Obviously, we've got tonight. tonight, actually, we got a game. Under 21s play Fulham under 21s at Rush Green, 7 p.m. Make sure you get down there and cheer on the boys. Be a good game. Fulham are doing well as well in the league, so that should be a really good game. And then, Sunday, don't forget it's Mother's Day as well. Don't forget. Then obviously we've got a stupid 5:45 kickoff next week against Freiburg, and then we've got Villa again. So a few sort of 2-game weeks, 3 home games. Asked about the busy schedule. It was quite interesting what he said. He said, "I'll have to say we are going through a period where it is a bit more comfortable. There's a part of me that enjoys the busy schedule. It's been great to be a part of it over the last few years." What a strange final saying. It's been great to be a part of it over the last few years. Is he assuming that he's not going to be part of it next year? Is that assuming because West Ham aren't going to qualify for Europe? Is that assuming that he's not going to be here? I do not know. But it's a strange way to finish the press conference. And that was it. That was it. In terms of the broadcastable section, that obviously will be the embargo section. Will come out later on. Any more questions? I imagine there's probably more questions about yesterday's performance or lack of, as well as a few other maybe more interesting stuff. But obviously, team news wise, we don't. We never sort of get the immediate team news out in terms of what happens. We may well get some more information about Emerson in terms of his availability. He didn't come off like hobble, slight hobble, but on his own steam he came off rather than being helped off, which is always a good sign for me. But we shall see. Definitely for your bingo card, Maxwell Cornet will not feature against his former club on Sunday. And that's it. Take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Don't forget to check out news@marabrown.com for the latest news, reviews, and opinions. And I'll be back. Actually, I think you may see Irish Tommy tonight, maybe. The lesser spotted Irish Tommy may well be in terms of a late show. And then we'll have all the fun of the fair in terms of predicted 11 shows, all that type of stuff. You name it, we'll have it. Take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith. And come on, you bloody irons, please.